All right, so today you are going to create your last slide on your mission presentation, which is going to be the problem slide. And then I'm going to show you how to make transition for your slideshow today. All right. So, excuse me. I need to drink a water. All right. So, what you're going to do first is you're going to go back to your slideshow and you are going to again do a new slide. Now, it'll automatically create the right kind of slide because the right kind of slide is already the one that you've highlighted. So, you're going to make your last slide, which is problems here. Now, maybe you didn't have a whole lot of problems in your mission, so you're just going to type out in paragraph form what the problems were, and then just you can make it as big as it needs to be to fit that space, okay? And then you're going to go ahead and put a picture there. If you can't find a picture of what the problem was, just put another picture of the mission. Santa Barbara is a beautiful mission, and so maybe you could put a picture of the gardens there or the front of it again, okay? All right, so once you have typed out all of these slides and you've made them, oh, and go back and make sure you make it pretty with the fill and the color and the font and the borders, all right? And once you're done doing all of that and kind of making it all yours, uniquely yours, you're gonna start with your transitions, okay? So you're gonna click on the very first slide to make your transition, then you're gonna click on transition here. All right, so you get to decide what kind of transition you want. That means how your slide comes into the presentation. Okay, so say I want it to be on slide from the right. It's going to play it real quick. All right, great. So I want that one to be slide from the right. I really like the way that it's doing that. You can click on your X. You know that it has a little transition because of these little like rings right here, right? Then I'm going to go to my next slide right here. I'm going to go to the next transition and say I want to do slide from the left this time. Okay, I can click play, see what that looks like. All right, that looks good. Okay, it kind of moves like that. I'm going to click on the X. Again, I know it's there and it's saved because of the rings that are there. All right, then I go to my next one and say I want to do entirely different. I want to do maybe the flip. Okay, let's see what that looks like. Ooh, that looks super cool. I like that. Click your X. Make sure your rings are there. Make sure it stayed there. Then you're going to go to interesting facts slide, choose transition. I want to do the cube this time. Okay, let's see what it looks like. Ooh, that looks super cool. Then I'm going to click the X. Make sure your transition end up there by looking at those rings. And the last one, go ahead. And this one, I think I'm just going to do the dissolve because it's kind of the end of my presentation. Okay, and oh, I really didn't like that one actually. I think I'm going to change that. I'm going to do maybe the fade. See what that looks like. I didn't really like that. You can change the speed of the fade too. So if you want to do it like super fast, you can fade it really fast. Okay, well, I actually liked that one when it faded a little faster. And then I didn't like the slow fade, so make sure it's a transition there. Okay, so transition there. All right, so you're done with your PowerPoint presentation. Now I know mine doesn't look complete, but yours will be all filled out with pictures. It'll be all pretty. You can have different pictures, different borders, different backgrounds, different fill buckets. You can, again, make borders in different ways to make it look interesting and different. You can have a different font for each slide. Don't change the font on a single slide. So make sure you have the same font for each slide, but you can have a different font for each one. Okay, it's up to you how you want to make it look, and make sure you have some transitions. Okay, then the last thing you're going to do is share it with me, and I cannot wait to look at your PowerPoint presentation. All right, so you did a great job today, and I can't wait to see what you did. Bye.